A lot of people think that magnets are supposed to be like this magic field that extends from the little metal brick that you got in your hands. But in actuality, magnets are actually little, they're bricks, and they generate these little particles, and that's what magnetism is. It's a particle that tries to drag the object back towards something. And then the fields everyone is seeing when they make a ferrofluid, the little black sticky metal liquid thing, that is actually the the fluid following the path of those particles and trying to maintain contact with all of them at the same time, and they pop in and out of existence like little like like microscopic black holes, which also exist all the time. There's probably several inside you while you're listening to this. It's really, really, really fascinating when you get into like the quantum mechanics. Like there's the double slit experiment. Okay, if you have water, and that's energy. So if you've got water and you set a paddle, you'll get a wave pattern on the backboard. And then if you have two slits in a wall and you set the water with a paddle in it, you get what's called an interference pattern, where the waves will cancel each other out. So you have less impact on those spots where they've canceled each other out. Now, electrons are supposed to be matter. Now, when you fire them through a slit, you get what you'd expect. You get a very, very bright block pattern on a wall behind that slit. Exact same shape of the slit, just like if you've shined light through it. Aha! But if you set up a machine to dispense one electron at a time, and you point it so that the electrons will go through one of two holes, you would think you're getting, okay, I'm going to get one over here, and I'm going to get one over here. But you don't. No, you get a wave interference pattern, like it's supposed to be energy. But we know electrons to be matter. But then scientists thinking, well, we've got to figure out why it's doing this. So they set up this machine to watch and see which hole the electron is going through. And so when they did that, then it started acting like a normal particle, and they couldn't figure out why. Why is because of a very intrinsic theory of quantum mechanics. The observing of an action makes it different. That is why Schrodinger's cat thought project works, because until a conscious, sapient observer watches something happen, it can't really said to have been happening. It doesn't affect death. There's an ever morbid thought experiment that comes out wherein a person will kill themselves. Now, there's, under the multiple worlds theory, there are two possibilities. One is that the person doesn't kill himself, and one where it does. In the one where it does, he ceases to be. But from his perspective, he never kills himself. Now, this is a little terrifying, because if they're right about that, none of us ever actually die. And that's kind of terrifying. You are stuck being immortal. Because just because you can't die doesn't mean you can't become immobile and injured and impossible to react to anything. You may not be you. Isn't science fun?